Hello and welcome back to LBG Reviews. Please be sure to like and subscribe. If my voice sounds a little off today, that is because I am currently recovering from having the flu. A few weeks back, originally I was planning on making this video about Scrabdackle, but some stuff occurred with my grandfather that kind of just messed with my motivation and my desire to work. Now, while I'm not going to share what actually occurred for that to happen, I will say that unfortunately, over the holiday season, I got sick, as you can hear. So as a result, I'm going to try to keep this video fairly short. Scrabdackle is a game about being an apprentice wizard where basically in order to gain access to your spells, you actually have to read your school textbook. You have to read basically you have to read about magic, and basically it's not as simple as oh cool, I interacted with this thing, or I watched this cutscene and now I've got access to Fireball. No, in order to do that you actually have to read your textbook, understand what's going on, and so in a way casting your spells feels like a test of how well did you actually pay attention while reading that. And I think that's really, really cool. In terms of accessibility settings, the game does not have much, but that's also okay because for the most part the game is fairly forgiving. So if I'm being honest, I'm going to let the gameplay speak for itself for a moment. I haven't done this in a long time because it felt kind of scummy and I didn't like how it bloated my videos. But honestly, I'm just feeling like total crap and I want to go lay down. So I've got a few things to say at the end of the video, but for the most part, yeah, this has been it. Okay. So yeah, that's Scrabdackle. It's a really cool game. Now I said that I had a few other things to say, right? Well, first off, hang on, let me try to. Oh shit. Alright, cut that portion out, CJ. Anyways, so yeah, that's Scrabdackle. Now I said that I had a few extra things to say, and that's true. I do. Because originally the video that came out last week wasn't meant to be a shorts compilation. It was meant to be the video that's going to come out next week. But I think it's important to say this now because it's closer to the start of the year than next week. And I want to thank everybody that watches my stuff. Even if you only watch the shorts, even if you only watch the videos, if you've watched my stuff at all, thank you. I know my editing seems very simplistic compared to a lot of other YouTubers, and that's partially out of my own greed for my own free time. Not like financial greed. My channel is nowhere near big enough right now to be able to monetize my stuff. Nah, I just enjoy having a lot of personal time to myself to play video games. There are days where I have thought, you know what? It's not the end of the world if a video doesn't go up for that day. But then I have to remind myself, nah. We gotta do this. We wanted to do this. So we're doing this. So, although my editing seems fairly simplistic and not much passion seems to be put into it, that is not the case. There is a lot of love, care, and passion that's put into it, even down to the games I select for videos or shorts. It's just that editing isn't the main thing I want to spend several hours a day staring at a screen for. That I dedicate for more entertaining things like playing video games. So anyways, thank you for anybody that has watched my videos. Thank you for everybody that has subscribed. Originally, around the midpoint of... No, actually, a little bit earlier than the midpoint of 2025, I set the goal for myself because my channel up to that point had grown very slowly. I'd gotten a small boost of subscribers from family members who had learned about my YouTube channel and gave me a subscribe just for the support, right? And I appreciate that. My channel is, I mean, at least in terms, like, if you look at the actual account, my account is far older than I've actually been uploading videos for. I've been watching YouTube as my main source of entertainment for over a decade now. And this has been my main YouTube account to do so on. But if you look at the public videos on my channel, I've only been going at this for the past 3 years at this point, or actually a little under 3 years. In March it'll be 3 years. And it had grown fairly slowly up until up until early last year. Within the past year, my subscriber count has basically doubled, and that has felt incredible. My videos, my shorts have been getting more and more views. So, to anybody that's been watching my stuff for a while, or even if you just watched this video and that this is your first video that you've ever seen from me, thank you. I am a legally blind gamer who enjoys talking about accessibility settings in video games. But anyways, around the midpoint of last year, I had set a goal for myself. I'll be happy if I hit 100 subscribers by the end of the year. By October, I had already cleared past 100, and we're sitting at 149 right now. So, although I'm hoping that we can get that up to 200 by the end of this year, I'm hoping that maybe the algorithm and people will surprise me again. Maybe I'll get to 249 by this point next year. You know? But yeah, thank you for supporting me. Thank you for coming along with me on this wild ride. A few years ago, I was pretty sure that I would be doing this purely as a hobby and would be spending my time toiling away behind a desk, doing other types of work. But fortunate circumstances have allowed me to pursue this as I have. And that's all I've got to say. See you guys next week. Bye.